Wow, that's such a cool idea to build. Why didn't I figure it out myself? Let's learn how to build a submarine.
Round 1.
Today, I am building a submarine right underwater, and this is quite difficult because water constantly gets in the way. But I have a plan how to make a working submarine from unusual blocks. I use slime block because they are sticky and can move together with pistons. This is important if you want the submarine to actually swim and not just stand in place. Slime blocks are green and transparent, look like jelly. Maybe not the prettiest material, but functional. I add piston to the submarine construction. Pistons are mechanical blocks that can push other blocks. If you position them correctly and connect redstone, you can make the whole construction move. This is basic mechanics for any moving vehicle in Minecraft. Pistons are connected to slime blocks and will push the whole submarine forward. Complicated thing, but I will try to figure it out. For visibility, I place glass in the front part of the submarine. Glass is transparent, and you can see where you are swimming through it. Without windows inside the submarine, it would be dark and unclear what is happening outside. I also add rail to the construction. Rails will help with direction and stability. Rails work strangely in water, but for submarine mechanics they are needed. The combination of all these blocks creates something like a working submarine. Phew, it took so much effort. Great, my submarine is ready.
What? Hello?
Hey, Banana Kid, look, I built it. Do you like?
No.
What? Didn't you even realize it was a submarine at first?
No.
It's a pity, but I tried so hard. Maybe then you'll try to build a better submarine yourself?
Yay!
They ran to the place. This is where your building will be. Are you ready?
Yahoo!
Then go ahead.
Round 2.
Banana Kid dives underwater and starts building his submarine. He chooses yellow concrete as the main material for the submarine hull. Yellow is a very interesting choice. It reminds of the famous Yellow Submarine from the Beatles song. Yellow concrete has a bright saturated color that is clearly visible even in dark water. This is practical because yellow objects are easier to spot underwater than dark ones. Banana Kid forms the main hull of the submarine in an elongated shape from yellow concrete. Submarines usually have a cigar-like shape because it passes through water best. Water creates resistance to movement, and the more streamlined the shape, the less this resistance. Banana Kid clearly understands these principles of hydrodynamics and builds the hull accordingly. Yellow concrete lays in even rows. Now, Banana Kid adds windows to the sides of the submarine. Around the edges of the windows, he uses yellow wool instead of concrete. Wool has a different texture than concrete. It is softer and more matte. This creates a visual frame around the windows, like a real window opening. The texture difference between concrete and wool makes the submarine more detailed and interesting. Banana Kid thinks about small things. For the windows themselves, Banana Kid uses light blue stained glass. Light blue glass is transparent and lets light through, but has a pleasant blue tint. This color is associated with water and ocean, which is very fitting for a submarine. Through blue glass, the world outside looks like it is submerged in water, even when looking from inside. A beautiful visual effect that adds atmosphere. Banana Kid also places light blue stained glass on top of the submarine and along its edges. This creates a feeling that the submarine almost blends with the surrounding water. Blue glass on blue water background looks very harmonious. On top, the glass can work as a skylight, letting light into the submarine. Along the edges, it adds streamlining to the shape and makes transitions smoother. I watch Banana Kid working underwater and it looks difficult. Air bubbles rise up, visibility is limited. But he manages, placing block after block. The submarine gradually takes shape, yellow hull with blue glass inserts. Looks like a real research submarine for studying the ocean. Maybe inside there will be scientists studying fish. Now, Banana Kid moves to the lower part of the submarine. He completes the bottom of the submarine using the same materials, yellow concrete for the base and light blue stained glass for details. The lower part of a submarine is important for ballast and stability. In real submarines, the bottom contains ballast tanks that fill with water for diving. Banana Kid creates the correct bottom shape. The submarine bottom should be strong because at depth water pressure is very high. The deeper you dive, the harder water presses on the hull from all sides. Yellow concrete looks strong enough for this task. Banana Kid makes the bottom without gaps or holes, completely sealed. Water should not get inside the submarine, otherwise it will sink. In the front part of the submarine, Banana Kid builds something interesting. It looks like a trident, 3 sharp protrusions pointing forward. For this, he uses different quartz blocks, stairs, and full blocks. Quartz is white and contrasts with the yellow hull, creating an accent on the submarine nose. The trident could be decoration or have a practical purpose. Quartz stair allows creating sharp angles and sloped surfaces of the trident. Stairs have a beveled shape that is perfect for such decorative elements. Full quartz block forms the base of the trident and the central spike. White quartz on yellow background looks very stylish. Maybe this trident symbolizes Poseidon, god of the seas. The trident on the submarine nose makes it look like some mythical sea machine, as if this is not just transport, but a living creature from ocean depths. Banana Kid adds creativity to his builds. This is not just a functional submarine, but a work of art. I like how he thinks about design, and not just making something that works. Along the edges of the submarine, Banana Kid adds acacia planks near the glass. Acacia planks have a warm orange tint that goes well with yellow concrete. Wood next to glass creates a feeling of coziness, as if it will be comfortable inside the submarine. This is a strange choice for an underwater vessel. Wood and water are usually not friends, but in Minecraft, it works. Wooden accents add warmth to an otherwise cold technical design. Submarines are usually associated with metal and mechanisms, but this one has an almost homey look. Acacia planks frame the windows like wooden frames in a house. Banana Kid creates a submarine you want to live in, not just swim in. This is more of an underwater home than a military machine. Kid Submarine is almost complete. Yellow hull, blue windows, white trident on the nose, wooden accents. An unusual combination of materials that creates a unique and memorable design. This submarine does not look like military submarines from movies. It looks more like a research vessel for peaceful ocean study. Banana Kid did well. Good job.
Ta-da! Yay!
Where did everyone run off to? Hey guys, what's all that noise?
Banana Kid and I are building a submarine, JJ. Who did it better?
Oh, both of your buildings look great, but I think it's up to the audience to decide who did the best.
Yes, JJ, you're right. Maybe then you have comments on the construction of Banana Kid?
Yes, there are a couple of comments. Your submarine is not too big. It has very little space.
I totally agree with you, JJ. Maybe you will build a submarine?
Okay, then let's run to the place as soon as possible.
JJ, good luck to you. We'll wait in the house.
But?
Thanks, guys. Then I'm starting. Round 3. Today, I will be building a submarine, and this will be a big project with a fully furnished interior. A submarine is a complex engineering structure that must withstand water pressure and support crew life underwater. I want to create not just a shell, but a full underwater home. On the water surface, I build a small platform from white concrete. This platform will serve as an access point to the submarine from above. White concrete is chosen because white color is clearly visible against blue water. Along the platform edges, I place acacia fence. Acacia fences work as safety railings. They prevent accidentally falling into water. The orange color of acacia contrasts with white concrete and creates a clear platform boundary. On this platform, I build the submarine periscope tube. I use yellow concrete for the main periscope body and light blue stained glass for the optical part. The periscope allows the submarine crew to see what is happening on the surface without fully surfacing. This is a classic element of any submarine. Without it, safe surfacing is impossible. Yellow concrete for the periscope is chosen so it matches the rest of the submarine, which will also be partially yellow. A unified color scheme makes the construction cohesive. Light blue stained glass on top of the periscope imitates the lens or eyepiece through which the observer looks. The blue glass color corresponds to the maritime theme of the entire build. Now, I dive underwater and start building the main submarine hull. For sidewalls, I use magenta concrete and red concrete. This is an unusual color choice. Magenta and red create a bright, memorable look. Most submarines are gray or black for camouflage, but this one will be noticeable and beautiful. Sometimes, style matters more than practicality. Magenta concrete has a rich pink-purple shade that is rarely used in military equipment. This makes the submarine unique and easily recognizable. Red concrete adds contrast and visually separates different hull sections. The combination of these colors creates an almost futuristic look, like a submarine from science fiction. On the other side of the submarine, I do the same thing, creating a symmetrical hull. Symmetry is important for any vehicle, especially for a submarine. An asymmetrical hull would create uneven water resistance and the boat would swim crooked. I place magenta concrete and red concrete blocks mirrored relative to the central axis. I also add missing white concrete blocks to connect the colored sections. White concrete creates transitions between magenta and red, making the design more complex and interesting. Three colors together, magenta, red, and white, create a bright but harmonious palette. The submarine is starting to look like a serious construction. Now, I build the remaining part of the submarine hull using these same materials. Working underwater goes slower than on the surface. Need to constantly watch breathing and position. But gradually, the submarine shape emerges. A long, streamlined hull with bright-colored panels. I place glass in the windows so the future crew can see the underwater world. I'm doing great! There's not much left. The lower part of the submarine I make from yellow concrete. Yellow bottom contrasts with magenta and red on the sides. This creates interesting color separation. As if the submarine consists of different sections. Yellow concrete is bright and clearly visible. Even in dark water at depth. Yellow color is also associated with warning, which is appropriate for a large underwater machine. The main central part of the submarine I also make from yellow concrete. Yellow becomes the dominant color that unifies the entire construction. Magenta and red on the sides work as accents. while yellow works as the base. This color distribution makes the submarine visually balanced. Each color has its place and purpose in the overall design. Half is ready. The hull is almost complete outside. But inside, it is still filled with water. This is the main problem of underwater construction. You need to somehow remove water from the interior space. For this, there is an excellent solution in Minecraft: sponges. Sponge is a special block that absorbs water around it. I will use many sponges to drain the interior. I'm continuing the construction. I make a passage inside the submarine through a special entrance. The entrance should be big enough for passage, but not too big, so as not to weaken the structure. I place it in a convenient spot from which it is easy to reach all parts of the submarine. Now, I start placing sponge inside. Very many sponges throughout the space. Sponges instantly absorb water around them and become wet. Wet sponges need to be either dried in a furnace or replaced with dry ones. I place sponge after sponge, and water gradually disappears from the submarine interior. This is a magical process. There was an underwater aquarium, and now it is a dry room. Sponges are the underwater builder's best friend. After all the water is absorbed, I remove the sponges. They have done their job and are no longer needed inside. Now the submarine interior is completely dry and ready for furnishing. Air inside. Walls do not let water through. You can breathe and live. It is amazing that you can create a dry space in the middle of the ocean using simple blocks. Inside the submarine, I start completing missing elements. I place yellow concrete stair to smooth the angles between walls and floor. Stairs create smooth transitions instead of sharp right angles. This makes the interior more organic and pleasant to the eye. Sharp angles look aggressive, while rounded ones create a feeling of comfort. I build a column under the entrance from white concrete. This column serves as structural support for the entrance opening and a mounting place for the ladder. White concrete stands out against yellow walls and helps navigate inside. The entrance areas should be noticeable to quickly find the exit if necessary. Safety above all. On the column, I attach ladder for climbing up and down. Ladders allow the crew to quickly move between submarine levels. Vertical ladders take up little space, which is important in the limited space of a submarine. Every square meter counts when living underwater. The ladder is firmly attached and ready for use. Time for furniture. I place bed for sleeping. Without good rest, no work goes well. Next to the bed, I place a nightstand for personal items and lamp for lighting. For decoration, I place anvil with foliage on top. Anvils look industrial and technological, while living foliage adds a natural element. I place armor stand with full sets of armor on them. The submarine crew should be ready for any situation, protective gear always at hand. I place a TV for crew entertainment in free time. Next to it, I place a sofa so there is somewhere to sit and watch TV comfortably. I add wardrobes for storing clothes and shoes. In a submarine, there is limited space. Everything should be organized and put away in its place. Wardrobes help maintain order and find needed things quickly. Mess in a tight space creates stress, while neatness calms. Good storage organization is the basis of comfortable life. I place bookshelf for storing books, maps, and documentation. Books are important for education and entertainment, while maps are necessary for underwater navigation. Next to it, I place enchanting table, the enchanting table. In the Minecraft world, magic is an important part of life. Even on a submarine, you need the ability to improve gear. I add brewing stand for creating useful potions. Potions can help breathe underwater longer, swim faster, or heal wounds. I place various chests for storing supplies, materials, and finds. Chests of different sizes for different types of items. I place furnace for cooking food and smelting materials. Hot food is necessary for crew health and morale. Furnaces can also be used for drying wet sponges, which is useful for submarine repair. On the floor, I lay out carpet from black wool and yellow wool, creating a pattern. Carpets make the floor warmer and softer for feet. Black and yellow colors match the submarine's overall color scheme. A patterned carpet adds aesthetics and makes the room less institutional. Even underwater, you want to feel at home. In front of the submarine in the control room, I place a steering wheel. The steering wheel is the main control element of any ship or submarine. Through it, the captain directs the vessel where it needs to go. Great! My submarine is ready! It's time for me to show it to the guys!
Wow, JJ, you've got such a believable submarine. I like it.
Thank you guys. I am very glad that you liked my building. Friends, be sure to write in the comments whose building you liked the most. Well, I think it's time for us to finish.
Yes, JJ, you're right.
Subscribe and like. Bye-bye.